What is up, Lilac City? Brennon here from Spokast, and I am beyond thrilled to welcome you to my new weekly Spokast episode. What is up, Lilac City? It's going to be a podcast about celebrating what's happening in Spokane this weekend, upcoming week, and then I'm going to do it again next Friday, letting you know all that's going on in Spokane. In this new Spokast show, I'm going to give you my top 3 things you should consider going to in the city that week. And it's not always going to be going to, it should be experiences, new music coming out, stuff like that. But from the latest live shows, cultural happenings, community gatherings, I'm going to bring you the ideas that it would be fun to do if you were 20 and single, 30 and married with kids, or 40 and newly divorced. So since starting Spokast, I've brought you a ton of guest interviews, featuring amazing Spokanites, and those are definitely not going away. Like, this is not a replacement to that. What will be happening is those will be coming up on Wednesdays now, and then What is Up, Lilac City will be coming up on Fridays. And I'm doing this because I've always believed that Spokane is brimming with hidden gems, stories, experiences, just waiting to be discovered. And that's what inspired, this new podcast episode within Spokast. I want to dig deep, and I want to celebrate the heart and soul of our Spokane community. And but I'm not going to do this alone. I need my listeners, your help, because I don't want this podcast to just be a monologue with what's going on in Brennon's head and what he thinks is, cool going on in Spokane. I want to get your feedback. I want to hear from you. So I want you to pass your thoughts, your recommendations, stories about the events that I recommended you to go to, that you went to. I want to know everything. So you can email me at hello@spokast.com. You can slide into my DMs on Instagram at spokast.co. And I'm trying to set up a voicemail system through my podcast publisher, but it's not working right now. So I'm going to get that too. So because I'd love to have some voice-ins and respond to them on the podcast. So whether you're a Spokane native, a recent transplant, or just someone who's curious about our city, when someone asks you what is up with Spokane, you can tell them what is up because you listen to What is Up, Lilac City. So I'm excited for everyone to come on this journey with me. It's an idea that kind of just came to me, and I was like, I need to be doing this. No one's really doing this in Spokane on a podcasting level, and most natural evolution for Spokast. My goal is to build up the Spokast podcast network, like the episodes and podcasts I make about Spokane to be in, one channel, and it's multiple episodes. And I'm very excited about it because I love the city. I love the events that are happening in it. And I really want to share what is going on in our town. So I'm going to say peace to everyone who's listening, because this is kind of like a little intro, but let's do a mini version starting now. But first, I need to do an ad read for our presenting sponsor, the Boulevard Race. This September, join me and all of the Lilac City for the inaugural running of the Boulevard Race. This incredible event is going to be a 4-mile journey along Spokane's best city streets, starting at the iconic Riverfront Park and venturing through the heart of downtown. You'll wind through the historic Browns Addition, experiencing the beauty of Spokane's landmarks along the way. The finish line, Spokane's Boulevard, right at the entrance of Riverfront Park. But this race is more than just a run. It's an opportunity to make a difference. The Boulevard Race is proud to be a community cancer fund event, supporting a local nonprofit that provides financial support to cancer patients and their families. The funds will also benefit organizations like the Ronald McDonald House, Sacred Heart Children's Hospital, and YMCA Camp Good Times. Over the past 9 years, Community Cancer Fund has raised an incredible $28 million to support cancer patients. And with your participation, we can continue this fight against cancer. And together, we can make a difference. So don't miss out on the Boulevard Race. The general race entry is only $25 and includes a $20 off coupon to Rosar's grocery stores. Plus, you're going to receive a limited edition race shirt designed and produced by Spokane's own The Great P&W. General race entry is limited to 5,000 runners and walkers, so sign up before they sell out. So mark your calendars for Sunday, September 24th, and join us for the Boulevard Race. Every stride you take will contribute to the fight against cancer, and together we'll turn these streets of Spokane into avenues of hope. For all the details and where to register, go to theboulevardrace.com. That's boulevardrace.com. Thank you again to the Boulevard Race, our presenting sponsor, for their incredible support in fighting cancer. So what is up, Lilac City? It's Brennon here with Spokast, presented by the Boulevard Race. And man, what has been up with me? Well, I had strep this last week. I had a terrible case of strep. Last Sunday, I was out with the fam, and we were doing some back to school shopping. And I just was getting sore, and I was not feeling that great. And I thought I was just getting maybe like a little 24-hour bug or something like that. And 24 hours passed, and I was not better at all. I was sicker than a dog, and I went to the urgent care, and I had strep. Today is now Friday, August 11th, and I am like finally kind of feeling normal. I guess you would say, but but I don't feel nearly as normal as I should. I have been running every day, so I've ran a mile almost like, I ran a mile on the days I was really sick, and I finally ran like 3 miles yesterday, and it felt great. So, but I still got my running streak, so we're all good there. I will say this: I am going to be on vacation next week, so I'm not going to do this show, but there might be a Spokast episode that drops if something special that is announced happens. So we'll see. But I do have one more podcast in the works. But then after that, I have a hit list of guests that are coming on over the next like 3 weeks. I have I think 6 guest interviews lined up. So there's going to be a lot coming out over the next couple of months. So, onto the show. I said this was going to be, a shorter version of this first episode because I had the description of it at the beginning. So this will be the short version of what is up, Lilac City. I'm only going to give you a top 2 things to do. But the first thing I want you all to consider doing, which is happening tomorrow. So if you're listening to this, after the fact, and one of the problems with doing these types of podcasts too is they aren't as evergreen because they have time and stuff on it. But tune in on Fridays and find out. I'll always be featuring something that's happening on the weekend, and then stuff that's happening throughout the week, going into the next week. So we'll always be featuring something that's happening on the weekend. And this weekend down at Riverfront Park, it is Unity in the Community. It's a multicultural celebration. There's going to be a ton of booths there of different community organizations in our Spokane region. And there's not a ton of information about what the event is about, but I have been to this event before, and what I can tell you, it's a great way to get face to face with some very genuine people that truly care about this community and the people in it. And SWC, Spokane Workers Co-op, which Spokast is a part of, will be there along with Range, and they're going to have a booth. And at their booth, there's going to be some Spokast stickers. So stop by, grab one, say hi to the team at SWC and Range. They're doing great things over there. Range is this SWC, like I said, it's a co-op that I'm a part of, and they're an amazing organization. They've truly have helped me get to where I am today. I would not be where I am without them. And then Range it's a news organization, a local news organization, but their goal really is to provide news for people who love the Inland Northwest and want to make it better. It's, they're about building anti-racist, equity-minded, class-focused newsroom that's striving to spotlight the perspectives and expertise of members of the marginalized communities from the ground up. And yeah, just give them a follow, because you're gonna get what you're getting from Spokast is like the lighthearted stuff of Spokane, like what the events, the things that are fun that are happening, community like that. I mean, then Range, you're gonna get that from Range as well, but they're gonna just take you on a much more in-depth analysis of what's going on in this city, and they don't sugarcoat it, and they are real about like what is happening with the houseless, what's happening with our housing crisis, stuff that's happening within our city government. I mean, they're there to report on it and let you know what is happening and start a conversation about that. So yeah, go check out Range and say hi to them at Unity in the community. I will be down there with my twins tomorrow as well, and just hanging out. And so if you see me and say hi, come say hi. Like, I'd love to give you a high five and talk for a second. So Unity in the community is happening tomorrow at Riverfront Park, August 12th. And so yeah, that's one of the things that's happening in Spokane this next upcoming weeks. And then the second thing that's very near and dear to my heart, and this will really just wrap it up into like a 2 and 3 things to do, is Lucky You is closing. I don't know if you saw the post that went up on Wednesday, but yeah, Lucky You is going to be no more at the end of August, and at least for now, and Lisa has as how we know it currently, and both the spokesman and the Inlander both wrote up amazing pieces about it closing. So if you want to get more in depth about what's happening, go read those articles there. And it's a huge loss. Lucky You has meant so much to Spokast, like over since we started. Like when we started this podcast when I started with Nate and Andrea back in 2019, our second guest was Carly Fairbanks, and she was the co-owner of Lucky You, and in 2019 is a year they opened as well, and it was already the big big spot to go to on the weekends, and that was a lot to do with what they had created at the Bartlett. And after the Bartlett closed, they already had this other space, Lucky You, that we had to look forward to, and Lucky You just became the spot. And I went to dance nights there, I went to shows there. Emo nights with I think it sounds like I said emo nights with DJ Unifest. Matt Bogue and Bill Powers were some of my most favorite nights at Lucky You. And then this last year, Lucky You became even more special to me. It became the place where I got to produce and help get my friends on stage there in the Good Growth show with Jinx Universe, Exact Change, and Isla Matisse. And that was an experience that was just so unbelievable, and I was just taken by it. I was just like, this is what it means to like really be in the community and doing something for it, is like creating events like this. And then later in the year, in May, we did TS Solution and True Hoods, and another great night. I mean, I can't get over how much those nights mean to me, and I just, Lucky You was just gonna be such a loss for this city. And I gotta say, like, if you can, just go and support what they're doing at the end, through the end of this month. This will show like how much you love that spot, because they still have shows going on, so you can go and check their calendar on their website. I do know my friend Nick Spanger does trivia there on Wednesday nights, so I think he's only have a couple left, so you should definitely go do trivia at Lucky You Lounge with Nick. He does a great job doing trivia. So yeah, I just gotta say, like, I'm gonna miss you, Lucky You. You were one of my favorite places to go in Spokane, and you're truly going to be missed. And so go support Lucky You by going to one of their final shows and checking out. Go have some of their food. Like, they have a new menu too. You can go try out some of their new menu. And I don't think this is the end for that space. I'm hoping someone will come in there and make it a place similar to Lucky You, or maybe something miraculous will happen. Who knows? But I'm hopeful that something will happen. So sad days. I should also mention, like, Lucky You's been mentioned on Spokast. Like, I feel like it's almost, I mean, I can't say it's been 100% of the episodes, because there's definitely been a couple episodes where it probably wasn't mentioned, but it's been mentioned the most out of all the places. And like in Spokane, as like when we talk about places like to listen to live music, it's always usually Lucky You is the option. Enough of being a downer. Let's get a little happy, and let's talk about a place right across the street from you. Are you searching for a grocery store that cares about providing you and your family with responsibly sourced, wholesome food products for your home? Well, look no further than Main Market Food Cooperative. Founded in 2010 with just a mere 700 member owners, Main Market has blossomed into a vibrant cornerstone of downtown Spokane with over 9,000 member owners today. And what sets them apart is their unwavering commitment to treating customers, producers, and the environment with equal respect. At Main Market, quality isn't just a word, it's a way of life. They take pride in offering the highest quality products with the smallest environmental footprint, all while strengthening our local food system. So let's take a tour of what awaits you at Main Market. Picture yourself strolling down the produce section, filled to the brim with local in-season fruits, veggies, and if you love variety, their bulk department has a delightful array of teas, spices, grains, dried fruits, and snacks. And grab as little or as much as you want. But wait, there is more. I don't know why I said it like that. Their deli is a culinary haven. Imagine enjoying delightful breakfasts, lunches, dinners within their cozy 30-seat cafe, or relaxing outside on their patio during this amazing summer that we're having. And don't worry about leaving in a hurry. They've got to-go containers to take your delicious meal with you. So whether you're looking for a delicious meal or a well-stocked grocery store with a focus on local and responsibly sourced products, Main Market Food Co-op is the place for you. Visit them today at the corner of Main and Brown in downtown Spokane. Well, I got to say, I have another little section here that doesn't have anything yet. We don't have any listeners' questions. I'm calling it Lilac listeners because I'm boring. But I want to invite everyone to, if you have questions, if you have insights, you have events you would like to be featured on the show, you can email me at hello@spokast.com. And I just got to say, this is definitely a work in progress. The show will not be like this every time. I might have guests on it. Who knows? Who knows what will happen with this show? It's definitely going to be an evolving experience. But what I can tell you is that starting on August 25th, you will be able to listen to What Is Up, Lilac City on a weekly basis. So I'm excited for this venture. I hope you're excited too. And please follow on all the socials. If you like what you're listening to, review us on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. And please be nice to everyone. I love you all. Thank you again for listening. I'm excited. You're excited. I hope so. Until next time, peace.
Gonna do it like